You just spent $120 million on a giant oval of asphalt. Not a stadium, not an arena, a massive paved track surrounded by grandstands, garages, and a control tower overlooking every inch of the racing surface. And somehow, this stretch of pavement is one of the most surprisingly diversified businesses in live entertainment. Welcome to the high-octane world of owning a racetrack. Because today, you own a facility that transforms into a completely different business almost every single week of the year, every single race day, every single event. Let's talk about what you actually purchased. A racetrack isn't really a racing business. It's a massive live events venue that just happens to specialize in speed. Somewhere out there, racing series, car clubs, driving schools, and private events all need a place to actually put rubber to pavement. Maybe it's a major national racing series looking for a weekend venue. Maybe it's a corporate client renting the track for a private driving experience. Your track is the physical stage, and stage time on a facility this specialized commands serious rental fees. Racetracks generally fall into two categories: major national circuits that host large sanctioned racing series, and regional tracks that host smaller local races, driving schools, and private track days. You've landed a major national circuit, and that changes your entire revenue model. Unlike a small regional track, you negotiate broadcast rights, premium sponsorship packages, and multi-year hosting contracts with major racing series instead of relying purely on local ticket sales. Historically, racetracks trace back over a century, to the earliest days of automobiles when enthusiasts needed a safe, closed course to test speed and endurance. The model barely changed at its core. Build a track, sell tickets, rent the surface to racers, repeat every season. So how does buying a racetrack actually work? You don't browse a real estate listing site for professional racing circuits. These deals happen through sports and entertainment brokers, private equity groups focused on live events, or direct negotiations with racing organizations looking to divest properties. Your $120 million price tag is based heavily on your existing contracts with major racing series and the size of your annual event calendar. If your track hosts 8 major sanctioned events instead of 3, that difference alone can significantly increase what buyers are willing to pay. Before you sign anything, you had to survive months of financial and structural due diligence. Engineers inspected every inch of the racing surface, guardrails, and grandstand structures for safety and remaining lifespan. Event analysts studied ticket sales history and sponsorship revenue to confirm demand would stay strong across future seasons. Lawyers reviewed every racing series contract to check hosting fees, exclusivity terms, and contract renewal windows. And regulators had to approve the transfer, because motorsport safety oversight and local zoning compliance are heavily scrutinized for a facility this size. Financing a purchase this size rarely comes from one source. You likely combined your own capital, commercial real estate financing, and specialized sports and entertainment venue debt secured against future event revenue. That's the fascinating part of racetrack ownership. Your calendar is essentially a portfolio of completely different businesses running out of the same physical space. Your first morning as the owner starts before sunrise on a major race weekend. Track crews are already inspecting the surface, checking barriers, and preparing the paddock for arriving teams. You walk the garage area, watching race teams unload cars, while vendors set up food stalls and merchandise tents. Every grandstand seat you sell generates ticket revenue, whether the fan drives in from across town or flies in from across the country. Every sponsorship banner around the track generates advertising revenue that stacks on top of your ticket sales. Multiply that by tens of thousands of fans across a single race weekend, and the revenue potential becomes obvious very quickly. You check the control tower, where race officials monitor track conditions, safety systems, and broadcast feeds in real time. This isn't just racing, it's a live events operation, tracking every ticket, every sponsorship dollar, every safety reading around the clock. Now let's follow the money, because this is where racetrack economics get genuinely fascinating. Your revenue comes from several completely different sources layered on top of each other. Race weekend ticket sales generate a massive single burst of income concentrated into just a few days. Sponsorship and broadcast rights generate steady income from major racing series throughout the entire year. Track rental days for private events, driving schools, and car clubs fill in revenue during the quieter parts of your calendar. Concessions, parking, and merchandise sales add substantial additional revenue on every single event day. On a well-run track, A single major race weekend can generate anywhere from $5 million to well over $20 million in total revenue. Annualized, that's tens of millions of dollars flowing in from a facility that hosts dozens of completely different events throughout the year. Your expenses are spread across several major categories. Track maintenance costs cover resurfacing, barrier repairs, and safety upgrades required to meet strict racing standards. Staffing costs spike dramatically during major events, covering security, medical teams, and hospitality staff for tens of thousands of fans. Insurance costs are enormous, since insuring a facility where vehicles travel at extreme speeds carries substantial liability exposure. Marketing costs cover promoting both major sanctioned events and smaller off-season rental opportunities throughout the year. Many well-run racetracks operate with profit margins between 15% and 30%, respectable numbers for a venue this capital-intensive. Of course, nothing this exciting comes without serious headaches. Problem number 1. Contract dependency. If a major racing series decides not to renew its hosting contract, you can lose a significant chunk of annual revenue overnight. Problem number 2. Weather disruption. Severe weather can force event cancellations or postponements, instantly threatening ticket revenue for that entire weekend. Problem number 3. Safety liability. Motorsport carries inherent danger, and any serious accident can result in massive legal and reputational damage. Problem number 4. Seasonal revenue concentration. Much of your annual income depends on just a handful of major race weekends, creating serious cash flow timing challenges. Problem number 5. Maintenance costs. Racing surfaces degrade quickly under extreme speeds and heat, requiring expensive resurfacing far more often than typical pavement. And problem number 6, maybe the scariest one, shifting motorsport popularity. As fan interest shifts between different racing series and formats, your long-term contract value can rise or fall dramatically. That means even a historically successful track can, in theory, see declining demand if the sport's popularity shifts away from your facility. Some tracks even license their name and layout for racing video games, adding a small but steady stream of licensing revenue. Merchandising deals with drivers and teams can also generate modest additional income tied directly to your biggest events. So, is owning a racetrack actually worth it? Financially, few live event venues offer this combination of diversified revenue streams and genuine year-round utility. Motorsport fans remain deeply loyal, often traveling significant distances and spending heavily around major race weekends. Corporate clients and driving enthusiasts continue seeking track time, regardless of the broader economic climate. Your track captures a slice of both mass entertainment and niche enthusiast spending, because as long as people want speed, someone needs to provide the surface. But you're not just buying pavement, you're buying exposure to contract renewals, weather risk, and constant safety-critical maintenance all at once. The smartest owners treat their track less like a passive real estate asset and more like an actively managed entertainment business requiring constant relationship building. Keep your major racing contracts secure, keep your calendar filled during the off-season, and keep your safety standards absolutely uncompromising. Do that, and your $120 million racetrack could generate strong, diversified returns for decades, remaining a genuine motorsport destination the entire time. So congratulations, you didn't just buy a racetrack. You bought a stage for speed itself, one race, one lap, and one roaring engine at a time.